We got two very important guests in our presence. You know what I'm saying? I'm repping the brand. Y'all see, I'm repping the. Y'all see, hold on. Make sure y'all see, I'm repping the brands. You get me? Y'all see, I'm repping the clothes. Got the Mogul on my head. Got the damn Observant on my body. You know. Shout out our two special guests. We got Daniel in the vibe. We got Judah. Clap it up. Clap it up. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and first we gonna start with my dog Daniel. My dog Daniel. Go ahead. Tell us who you are. Tell us about your brand. Tell us about you for real.
We get a W. Let's get W's in the chat.
Yeah, throw mad W's in the chat for my dog. Yeah, throw the W's in the chat.
My name is Daniel. I'm from PG County, Maryland. Urban at DMV. Yeah, throw them W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. But now my name is Daniel. I'm from PG County, and my brand is called Observant Apparel. Observant Apparel on IG. Y'all want to go tap that in? And yeah.
Next guest we have.
Yes, sir.
My dog Judah. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Judah, CEO of Mogul Forever. You can find me on Instagram, mogul.forever, MOGUL.forever. It's all about being on boss, conquering the industry. And you know what I'm saying? We be doing big things always.
Big things. Let's real dive deep into it. You know what I'm saying? Drop it in the chat. Hey, Sammy, do me a solid. Drop Daniel's brand in the chat and throw Judah join in the chat for me too. I'm gonna make sure I have them pinned for you. Y'all, we got some, and these are not no little timers, y'all. We got some big brands right here in front of our face. All from our home, PG County, and we all from the greatest county in Maryland. And I'm ready to argue that with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Best when it comes to sports, when it comes to fashion. I'm putting it on for us. We really holding it down over here, y'all. We really holding it down over here. What we're gonna go ahead and do is get into the questions. We got a bunch of questions. We gonna get to find out more about our brand owners right here. First things first. My dog Daniel, what made you want to get into clothing/fashion?
What made me want to get into clothing was just like I just like fashion. Like I like clothes. I like making clothes. I always had the idea of just like designing clothes as a kid, you know. So I just took that. I ran with it. I never let my dream go away.
Judah, what about you, my boy? What made you want to get into fashion/clothes?
And me get into it was like, this show keep kicking me out, bro. You don't have to bear with me. But yeah, since I was like younger, I used to always like design for other people's brands, like a lot of prominent DMV brands, like I made designs for. And so when I got to college, like I finally thought, you know what, I might as well start my own because I wanted to build something that, you know what I mean, would outlive me.
Yeah. Daniel, I've known you for quite a while, my boy. Before we dive into the further questions, talk about, you know, so we can talk about our upcoming, you feel me? Daniel, I've known Daniel y'all's brand my whole life. I ain't gonna lie. We grew up on the same street for real.
For a minute.
Real life,
like,
that's real life. I've known Daniel for a long time. And let me tell you one thing about Daniel was for years, bro. Daniel been putting that on, bro. He been putting it on. Daniel been styling. Even as Daniel was on waves, nobody was on for real, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, him hopping into fashion wasn't nothing like surprising OC for me. When I saw he was really tapped in, I said, oh yeah, my dog got it. My dog been doing it. And my dog Judah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I met Judah. Judah don't meet me like we've been mutual for a minute, but I feel like we really started like real talking like last year, mid last year, early this year for real. And my dog Judah just fake famous for real, y'all. So it was just kind of like, it was just interesting to talk to him. And when I went to go like reach out to him and whatnot, y'all that was a real shock. He could have egoed me, he could have done anything. So we real tapped in and we've been locked in ever since. So there's a lot y'all don't even know me and Judah got some music. Y'all ain't know me and Judah real been tapped in for a while though. So you know what I'm saying? There might be more to come. Who's to know? You feel what I'm saying? Let's get back into some questions. Right. So Dan, you answer first, then Judah, you can answer. But who are some people who stood up to y'all growing up, fashion-wise?
You said me first?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I'm not gonna lie. Like growing up, fashion-wise, you know, I kind of had to like kind of find my own niche. But I say some people growing up, like Sleazy. He from New York. He be putting it on. So I say I look up to Sleazy for real.
Then my dog Judah. Who about you, my boy?
In terms of dressing, I mean, I had to say young boy. Yeah. I just love his swag. Like I always did.
Observant. What would you say is like the meaning behind your brand, my boy?
Behind Observant, you know, I feel like you just need to observe like every day, observe the people you be around with, observe the area, observe the world. So it's like it's really deep, observant, you know. Just be observant for real.
And Judah from Mogul?
Mogul, it's all about the motto, which is life short. The new motto, which is life short, be great. Of course, the main motto is conquer every industry. It's all about just, you know, like doing the best you can with your hands and your abilities. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals and, just making the most out of life and creating and realizing that life is finite and like while we're here, because you don't live forever. Like while we're here, you just got to do the best you can do and like take it all the way.
Definitely. One thing that I can say, and dude, I already told you this, but I remember this one time I was wearing this exact hat at my job, and I remember some lady came up to me. She was like, "Mogul." I was like, oh, you know the brand? She was like, no, the scent. Like, she was like, oh, I know, like, I know it. Do you know what it's about? I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, I really gotta figure it out. So I wrote, showed her the page and whatnot. It was old lady. She probably like in her 60s. Brought her kids in. Bro, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tap in. You can read it. You definitely gotta wear it now. It hit different. What's good, Corey? What's good, Corey? Um, so boom, Daniel. What would you say that like right now, or like as you decide to put more clothes out and as you decide to dress now, who would you say are some of your like your inspirations when it comes to fashion, like to how you want to build your brand and
You
whatnot?
said my aspirations when it comes to fashion?
Yeah, like your inspiration. Like who are some people, or who are some people who have inspired you when it comes to how you want to dress and how you want your brand to look?
So I'm not gonna lie, like with my brand, I'll say the aesthetic of my brand, I'll say like Supreme and Off White. I just like the way that how like they carry their brand, the aesthetic they put out and stuff like that. It really draws the people. But like when it comes down to dressing, I feel like I said earlier, Sleazy, he be putting that joint on. So I just look at that. You feel me?
Shout
So
out Sleazy. Shout
yeah.
out Sleazy. And Judah, for you, my boy, what would you say are like? Who would you say are your inspirations for who, for your brand and the clothes you make, and also for how you style and dress yourself?
So brand inspirations would definitely be like, Louis Vuitton. Like they literally have the best stuff. Like a lot of these designer brands, like you really like go to one of their stores, like you see some of like the products they have. It's literally like just some of the best stuff ever. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's like they just be having like the sweetest stuff. Like especially Louis Vuitton. Like I went inside the store for like the first time in Cali, and like I just seen like the best products, bro. It's like so yeah, Louis Vuitton is a big one for sure. Supreme definitely. Off White as well. Like I really look
Mm,
up Virgil.
yeah.
I used to even go by Judo Blow at one point, and I came under a lot of heat for that, but I didn't care because you know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna say what I want to say. But yeah. So that what's another brand? I like Saints. It's a DMV brand. I like how they had that signature logo on the back that people would always recognize, and that definitely inspired me. What else? Oh, Kappa. I love Kappa and Superdry. Those are two brands like I love them because they're affordable and they look good.
Most
I grew up
definitely.
wearing them.
One thing, what would y'all say are
Spider
like?
too. Really fuck with Spider.
Shit, shout out Spider. Free thug, free thug, free thug, free thug. What would y'all say is like?
Free
What would y'all
thug,
say
free thug,
like?
free thug, free thug.
Like what brands growing up really like stuck out with y'all? So like, what were y'all go to brands? Like I know for myself, like when I really started having my own money, like Superdry, invested in y'all's brands, Supreme, Boohoo Man, Gunna did his jump, so y'all know I'm always supporting Gunna and all he do. So P Star and whatnot. So like, what were some brands like for y'all like that were really the brands like like you gonna put it on regardless?
Uh, I'll say Spider. I like Stone Island. Um, it's a lot. uh, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, it's a lot, bro. Palm Angels. I like Palm Angels. Palm Angels. So yeah.
And Judah, what about you, my boy?
So to be honest, like I really don't be like dressing much. Like I just be wearing my own brand. Like I promise like 99% of the time I'm wearing Mogul. And like, it's just once in a while I have something else on. Like today I got this sweatsuit on. I got it from Burlington Coat Factory, just like suit short set. I don't know, I just like it. It feels nice, it's comfortable. Like, but yeah, I'm always just wearing my brand, like I got mad options, so I'm always just, just pick up one of them.
Yeah. What's it called? Maya, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. What's it called? So
What's
we
up?
are all young, beautiful Nigerian men. You know what I'm saying? Being Nigerian, would y'all say that that adds to like our
Yeah.
style and like the way that you feel like we dress? Like I can speak for myself. I know like being Nigerian, where like, I feel like growing up, you're forced to be put in like bright colors and different patterns. So I know growing up and like how I dress now, I do my best to try to like show bright colors and those same like that same standout like that standout outfit. I know I was going to keep that because I feel like my whole life when it comes to Nigerians, one thing about Nigerians, they gonna stand out. So would y'all say like being Nigerian would like add to y'all like how y'all style and whatnot?
Yeah, for sure. Like just like how you said, just wearing that traditional clothing, it's like that's something you just can't miss. Like your eyes gonna spot that all them bright colors, different colors and all that. So I say yeah, for sure, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Being Nigerian, like a lot of our native wear, it tends to be, super studded with rhinestones. And so I think that's one thing that, made me fall in love with rhinestones because rhinestones is one of like the focal points, the defining points of my brand. And I just love to put rhinestones on everything. Like, I got this scarf, got rhinestones all over that hoe. And yeah, it's just like the native wear and the way it's always rhinestone studded. And just the swag.
Um, Staying on the topic of what I'm saying, being Nigerian and whatnot, would y'all say what would y'all say it was like growing up with African parents and also wanting to have clothing brands. Like for a lot of us, I know most African parents want you to be a doctor, want you to have this, want you to go to school, do X, Y, and Z. I know Daniel, you're still in school, and you know what I'm saying. But I know most parents aren't too accepting of hearing, "Oh, I want to focus fully on the clothing brand, and that's what I want to do for life." But how would y'all feel like that? That is like being, you know what I'm saying, a Nigerian child having to deal with those issues, or how'd your parents deal with it, or like how'd your parents handle it?
I'm gonna say going from both worlds because if y'all don't know the viewers, my mom is actually fully Nigerian and my dad is just he's black. So actually, I'll say as soon as I told my mom, like, look, like, because they always knew I wanted to own a business, but as soon as I logged in, I actually started the clothing brand and all that. They've been real supportive. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, here and there they tell me like, yeah, like just make sure you log in with a, you feel me, with a job. But it's like, yeah, I got that. But that I say, bro, they've been real supportive with my brand and with my dreams. So for sure.
Yeah, that's what's up. See, my parents, I originally when I started my brand, I was in college. I was on a full ride, and I dropped out on that full ride. So you can assume how controversial that would have came up in my household, especially being an African one, Nigerian one. I'm the eldest out of four of us. I got three younger siblings. So the way I see it though, you said what? Am I glitching? Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah. So the way I saw it, right, the way I looked at it is that okay, it was really when my brand had reached like 7,000 in sales within like the first like couple months was when I was like, okay, if I can make 7,000, I can make 70,000. If I can make that, I can make, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can see the possibility, I can see the potential. So I'm like, all right, I took the decision to stay out of school because I was having to drive 8 hours to and from college. So I'm like, that's really not it. It's not efficient. So I'm like, yeah, I made the decision to drop out. I'm home. My parents, they both didn't approve of it at first. Of course, when I started to show real results, like when I had packages just flooding in the house and I'm just shipping all these orders out and I'm showing them like real money, that's when they're like, okay, started to understand. But to this day, my mom still wants me to go back. But like I told my dad one time that I was thinking about going back, and he was like, "Are you sure you should do that? Because once you be able to focus on your business." And I'm like, "Wow." So like, what I mean, he sees the potential. Everyone sees the potential for real, for real. But yeah, it was definitely controversial leaving school at first. But you just got to show that something could work.
I would definitely say, like I feel like when you have, especially I'll speak for myself. I got a Nigerian father, and one thing about it is he wants to see results. He wants to see that I'm actually like going forward. He wants to see that I have a drive. I talked when I was younger. I was talking about a brand, and my dad was like, "Okay, like do it," but he wasn't really like pushing for me to do it because he wants me to have that drive to do it. So I know when I want to start my brand, he saw I was buying I was working at Six Flags, taking my Six Flags checks, buying blank hoodies. I'm ironing the print on my hoodies and whatnot. And when he saw that I had that drive for it, he was like, "All right, bet you got that." When he saw that I wanted to hop on streaming, he saw I priced him for just the equipment. I like asked him for the monitor, asked for the computer. He did that. Once he saw that, he saw I spent money on this camera. Yeah, I realized the camera quality nice. I didn't spend no little money. I really started investing in it, and I'm showing him my connection. I'm showing him my views and all of that. And now he just kind of like, all right, go for it. I'm still in school, and to be honest, I'm doing school for myself, and he understands like, okay, like their structure. So he kind of just let me be and whatnot. But I'll definitely say I know like once you start showing real commitment and once you start showing real effort, your parents will like kind of just back up and they be jacking it, to be honest. That like they it might not be what they want ideally, but they be jacking it. It's not like they can't say too much either. You're like your own person doing your own thing, making your own money. So overall, they doing them, y'all doing you. Um, so what would y'all say, right? Were some trends growing up that like you feel were underrated or you feel like are still underrated? Like, for example, I want to bring up like middle school. One thing I think Ayo and Teo did it, and Daniel, you did it, and it's something that stuck with me for the rest, like for my whole life. I think they were wearing their pants backwards. I don't know. They probably like just brought it back for our generation, but I remember seeing them do that, and I was like, oh, this is it. Like that's lit. Like pants on backwards. That was fire. So like, what would y'all say are like some trends growing up that y'all were like, damn, this don't really was slept on for real? Like, you think it wasn't brought up enough?
I'd say definitely some trends back then that was very underrated was I remember when people used to wear their little puff balls.
Yeah, I remember the pub ball.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, people be wearing the puff balls like, but when I do that now, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing that, but like I feel like that joint was underrated, definitely, and stuff like that.
Did that joint? I did that joint like a couple months ago. My dad was like, "It's like you're just trying to look like a girl, man." Whatever, man. I actually took it
No,
out just because it blew me.
But I was
but
yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah,
So Jude, what would you say? What would you say? Like you agree with that, or you think there's
you still
any
go?
other trend?
Uh, I like how like people used to dress in like I don't know, like was it like 2020? I don't know, just when everything was like so flashy, like super flashy, like the skinny jeans, all the colors, like I don't know, just when people were like super vibrant with with all the dressing and whatnot. But then again, my own personal style definitely evolved to like just wearing all black and just slang like that.
What's it called? Someone was chat talking about the blonde mohawk all be. Did y'all ever go through that phase? I was bald damn near my growing up, so I really wasn't jacking the hair. But I know everybody was. What was it, Odell Beckham? The Odell Beckham cut. That's what everybody was like
the
jacking.
Odo Beckham.
I
Nah,
know
I
everybody was
never
on
had a
that
chance to
jump.
do that. Nah, I was I ain't do the mohawk.
I didn't have that privilege to do so, yo. I was bald. Yeah, it
Definitely had that low cut. I remember one time I did grow my hair out, but like the pastor of my church said he didn't like it. So then my mom made me cut it off. That's funny.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Yeah.
that's stuff that y'all like below. Like one thing I would say is like I think because I remember like y'all realize I'm 20. It was this year I decided I was gonna start growing my hair out. Mind you, I've cut my hair. My hair been low, kept the waves. I've had waves for about almost 8-10 years. I grow them. I told my dad, I'm like, yeah, dad, it's time to cut my hair, and he's throwing a fit as if I always be growing my hair doing some random stuff. So I'm like, ain't no way hair is the real issue. Like you're that pissed off just because I want to grow some hair on my head. It's like, dang, like just vibe. Like it just vibe. Like I done. I want to grow some hair. I want to see if it's possible. Don't be jacking it. What's it called? Like I said, I feel like I've been saying it, but I'll make sure I say it. We all from the DMV area, PG County specifically. What were y'all saying were some pros and cons of growing up in the DMV area? Judah, you went to Flowers. I know that's a whole lot of. Actually, like, you really get a good idea of the DMV. Daniel, we've been from Lanham to Laurel, all around, so it's really like we all. But what do you think was some positives and negatives of growing up in the DMV area?
I say first the negative. Like a lot of people, they be slimy. Like a lot of people from the DMV. I mean, that's everywhere, but like nah, a lot of people they be two-faced, they be slimy. So I say you really gotta like watch who you hang around with for real, for real. But the positive, bro, like I feel like once you meet like that, you feel me, you solid friend group. People they gonna support you, bro. Like no matter what you do, you can really find some real solid people in the DMV. But that's just anywhere. But like yeah, though, those are the negatives and positives, bro. What I experienced.
And Judah, what
Not
about
gonna
you,
lie.
my boy?
Mhm. All right, so I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I've had a pretty seamless, nice experience at the DMV. Like I've gotten like a lot of the support. Definitely opened up a lot of opportunities. Yeah, of course you learn to be smart. Don't just trust anyone. Like I've had some things happen to me as well. Shoot, I done got robbed before. Like set up on some stuff, but for the most part, like you just focus on the love. Don't associate with like the wrong people because when you do, like what is it? What do they say? Like no matter what, a snake gonna bite you. So like yeah, I just say, you just got to stay around the right people, stay around like-minded people who are trying to elevate in life. And yeah, like you'll be straight if you just stay around the right people.
Most definitely. One thing I do want to add. I feel like a negative, and I'm only gonna speak on this because I feel like it's only a select few people. Like I feel like everybody understands it, but nobody will speak on it too much. But I feel like a lot of people in PG County specifically, or the DMV area, have this idea that support is dick biting, and that don't throw me off all the way. Because it's like something can be so hard, but because if you show too much support, everybody like, oh, you dick biting, you da 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 da. But in all honesty, that's the only way we can grow. I feel like a lot of things in the DMV, everybody try to divide people up. Like I don't know if y'all peep, but this past weekend was Summer Jam. Nino and KP got some beef. Whole kill with that beef is it's nothing between like from my understanding, it's not really between them. It's the fans really putting them towards each other, which is like I feel like is wrong. Like we shouldn't keep we don't have to keep dividing. Like I came to y'all, I was like, let's come together and work together to try to grow and have a one-on-one situation like this. So I feel like that's one thing. Like the fact that everybody thinks something's champ or when you're trying to still support, like if we look at Atlanta, one thing about Atlanta is Atlanta work together. They supporting each other regardless of whatever Atlanta going on. I'm not in Atlanta, but from the outside eyes looking in, Atlanta has so much talent and everybody works together. The DMV got talent too, but the issue is everybody thinks the moment you support one person, oh, you dick riding, you doing X, Y, and Z. And I feel like that right there is bad. But the positives though, most definitely there's some positive. I feel like we're the funniest people. No funniest. I feel like the DMV really got some of the funniest people in the world. Like I feel like we got some mad talented people. Our athletics are OC. We know how to make people laugh. We know how to like engage with people. We know how to interact. One thing I will say is like being in the DMV area, you learn how to interact with people. Even like for us, like common maybe for everybody else too. But I know like growing up, if you start joining on one person, you and that person can be the best of friends for like that's just how we start conversation for like I know going to like CMIT, I know like I get into it with other people, but those people like we just keep going, we keep cooling, and it be vibes. So you do meet your good fair share of people, and you do meet your one too. But I feel like that is everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? But definitely, I feel like we do have a lot of funny people and talented people in our area. So it's like that's some positives because when we do, yeah, I did. I went to CMIT. I went to CMIT North. Me and Daniel went to CMIT North. CMIT North from
CMIT.
6th grade to
CMIT South.
oh, I forgot you went to
CMIT.
CMIT. Yeah, this is damn near a fucking CMIT stream. But what's it called? But
Yeah,
yeah,
CMIT South. That's where Melt went, y'all. If y'all know Melt.
see, I don't even. Ooh, okay.
Milk.
So Mel's from the DMV, right? Like he's from like.
Yeah.
Do y'all know where from exactly? Like y'all know from like Largo,
I'm a
Monroe,
PG.
PG.
Yeah, PG County. I'm not sure where exactly, but I know PG County.
That's calm though. Cool. What would y'all say? Let's get some
This
advice.
one, this one. Not let me log in the Twitch on my phone.
It's cool. Man. It's calm. trying to read the chat and speak as they say stuff. But what's it called? What would y'all say? Give some advice to some of the people who potentially want to start a brand. But what would y'all say is the most important thing when you like want to start up a brand?
The most important thing, bro, I'll say stick to it. Stick to the plan. Like you're gonna have some people that are gonna say your brand is trash, and you're gonna have some people that are gonna rock with your brand. But like, bro, you gotta think outside the DMV. Like, there's a lot of people around the world. Like, they're gonna rock with you. Just stick to it, and you be like, yo, like, yeah, I really rock with this. Like, this is hard. And you stick to that mindset, bro. Everything's gonna go your way. I promise you. Have faith in God. Everything gonna go your way. Like, no lie. So I say just stick to it. Stay consistent. Don't let people destroy your dreams. You're gonna be good. Start it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was definitely gonna say as well. Consistency is key. Consistency is the most important thing for real, because like no matter how big you get, like as big as what I mean, my brand has gotten, probably speaking, if I'm to not post for a couple, let's say months or so, even let's say weeks or so, it's not hard to be deemed as irrelevant or whatnot, like just from inactivity. So like you always gotta be live. Like that's the way I like to put it. Like you always gotta be live. Like if someone goes to your brand, they should see a story up. They like there should always you should always be putting out new content. You should always be putting your stuff in people's heads. Because last year, bro, it's like, what's the point spending like countless hours on social media and then not promoting yourself? Like, it's so much you can do with like just tapping a few buttons, blah blah blah. Blah, you make a couple $1,000s, like just like that. So understand, like you can use your phone to tap 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 and just scroll all day, or you can use your phone to tap 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 tap, ching 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 ching. So you know what I mean. Choose a smarter option, and just do new things. If something has worked for you, do it again and keep doing it, and just keep God first, and yeah.
Heavy on. You know what I'm saying? I can ditto everything my brothers have said, but definitely first things first, yo. I don't care how you view it. Like I said, I don't really care too much about that religion. I talk about me. Keep God first. One thing about it is the consistency you show and keeping God with you just gonna keep you pushing. When it came to this streaming, a lot of people who really know me from streaming, y'all will understand. It may look like I've been doing it for a while. No, I just been doing it every day since last week, except Saturday. And I've grown myself. You gotta stay consistent with any brand, with anything you want to do in life overall. You have to stay consistent. You can't allow yourself to slip. If you want to do a brand, cool, do a brand, but make sure you stay consistent. Engage. One thing I try to tell people to do is engage. I feel like one thing about it is I try to engage with everybody I can. I try to talk to as many people as I can, because the more interactions and the more engagement you have with other people gets your name out there so much more. Like it opens up so many more doors for other people. Some people, I might have some people in the stream right now who may have never known me, but you might know Daniel, you may know Judah, and you just might be like, oh, buddy, right here, you little cool, you little entertaining. Now we've grown that brand. There's people who might only know me, but y'all don't know these two. But y'all see, okay, they both got brands, and y'all might fuck with their brands. That's how you branch out more. That's how you get your brand to reach more people. The connection, networking is heavy. I'm a business administration major. I'm telling y'all, networking is one thing they tell us all the time. Like you have to understand networking. Networking is the only way you can really get yourself out there for real. Let's see. Cool. Who are y'all like music wise? Who are y'all top 3 like musical artists
in the DMV or just in general?
So we can do DMV first, and we can do mainstream.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, DMV top 3 right now. We talking about right now, bro. I gotta say, Nino Pate, J Chino, Have Emotion. Top 3 right now. We talking about right now.
I definitely get it. And then what about your top 3, Judah?
I ain't gonna lie, it's the same thing.
Bro, I don't think
It's literally the same thing.
Nobody
Like
can
all
argue that for
3 of them
DMV.
boys, like they got the best songs out. Like they got so many good songs. So it's like
they not.
it is what it is.
One thing about like those 3 specifically, especially me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Call it what you want. Call it Lays, whatever. Nobody can say nothing. Nino is running it, fool. For the DMV right now, bro. There's like Nino's on a run, and I feel like every DMV artist has their run. The only thing I need Nino to do for real is just not fall into that DMV trap. Like I feel like one thing is one thing about DMV artists, they'll hit a run. They'll have everybody looking at them, and then they'll just stop. Something will happen. They lose the consistency, and that's what really be spanking. Nino too tough. Jay Shino, I really got put on to Jay Shino because of Nino, and then Motion been cranking. I ain't gonna lie, he like been dropping he dropped a few tapes as of recently, and I've been like, oh okay, like it's cool, and I like the new sound. That new sound, I feel like the DMV's getting a new sound, and it's sweet. Like we're kind of we're keeping old stuff, but we're incorporating new sounds, new instruments, new ways to come and be on a mic. Like it's a bunch of things. Like we can't really. The whole kid is we can no longer classify these DMV rappers as rappers because they're really artists. They're not just sticking to rap. They are really going out their way and making real music, making real tunes. So what would y'all say? What would y'all say is your top 3 in like mainstream wise?
Mainstream. Chat don't come for me. I'm not gonna lie. Gunna's up there. I got.
I like that.
Well, me personally, I say Gunna, Thug, and No cap. No cap.
Okay. Judah, what about you, my boy?
Okay. All right, me, I say like Yeats, but that's like 2021. Like when he made Up to Me, like Get Busy, all that stuff. Yeet. I don't listen to. Okay, this like me right now. Like I'm trying to go to listening to like straight Christian music, but like the artists who I listen to the most songs of would definitely have to be like Yeet, Youngboy. Who else? Who else? Who else? I gotta think. Give me 1 second. I'm checking my playlist. Yeet, Youngboy, and then myself.
Hey, listen. One thing about
Yeah,
it is you gotta think of something that makes
because like I listen to my own music all the time.
You gotta
all
listen
the
to
time,
music.
all the time,
Nah, for real.
all the time. Everybody who know me know Gunna is going to be my Gunna and Thug. They're taking my 1 and 2 spot, and I'm arguing that with anybody. Though I feel like
Mhm.
I don't know, fool, and I'll speak on that later. But Gunna, Thug, and of course myself. Like I feel like a lot of people know. Like I ain't gonna lie, I be cranking, y'all. I really be cranking. I gotta tap into the music. I really be cranking. So it's like, fool, for when you really make music, the only way you can get better at making music is listening to yourself, seeing what you do and do not like. Like I'm probably gonna do a stream on Wednesday, and I'm going to like go through my music, and we're gonna go from first to like recent. Y'all be able to hear the change and whatnot. But definitely listening to myself has given me that open ear, and then listening to other people, like listening to Judah gave me a whole different idea on some certain things that y'all don't even know yet. Like listening to like a bunch of different artists, even the underground artists, those are the people who are catching my attention and making me really want to put in more of an effort. Like Judah, y'all have realized I think Judah was the first person who talked to me about really making like I think a clean Christian song, and I was like, I can do this. And I work. I got the. I think I still got the lyrics full. I just never really got in the studio to put it up. But Judah, we gonna work on that because that joint, I ain't gonna lie, because that joint was hard. I just never got to be in the studio and get that joint done. So that joint definitely gotta get done. I'm gonna piggyback on what I said about Thug. One person I feel like set the tone for fashion is Young Thug. Young Thug came out the gate, started wearing skinny jeans. Everybody wore skinny jeans. Young Thug threw on a dress, put that shit on, had the world talking about it, and most niggas was comfortable pulling out with skirts. I feel like more people found confidence once they saw a hood nigga start really putting that shit on. Young Thug is definitely one of them people who has definitely put it on fashion wise, and I'll argue that with anybody. What's your thoughts on it?
Right. That's true.
I feel like why so Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta.
I think the skirt was crazy.
You said that's skirt crazy.
The skirt was crazy. I don't think the skirt was crazy.
Like, it's something about.
No, what were you saying? You
Wait,
said
what?
something about what?
Oh, all right. Nah, it's something about that Atlanta scene, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say every Atlanta dude could dress, but like, bro, like for example, like Gunna, he be putting it on. Thug, he be putting it on. Like, and some other, bro, Lil Baby be putting it on too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's something about Atlanta, bro. They got that whole, like, bro, they all like they be putting it on. So I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. So when it comes to like Atlanta and stuff like that,
Oh, you be like,
you said what? You said V's?
nah, you're not from Atlanta.
Yeah, I thought he's from Detroit.
Yeah, you're from Detroit. But yeah,
Yeah, so like when it comes to Atlanta, bro, Atlanta's definitely tough. And I used to think like, okay, you know what? I want to head out to Atlanta. I want to go to Atlanta, and I still do. But like, I also like see the potential for us to have the same thing in the DMV. But like, that has to start with us. Like, literally us right here. Like, we literally need to like do that. So that's why like I'm big on like trying to collab with other, you know what I mean, rappers and brands, just so like we all like come together and really make the most noise. Because like I done did a collab with Zanman, with Cash Dami, with another DMV brand, Cash Talk. Like like all these big brands, like you see, like not like local. I'm talking about like big brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Like they have collabs with millions of brands. So like that's what that's the way I see it. Like trying to be on that and really like have us all come together and really put something on for the scene. Okay, the DMV, we're doing this because we're definitely doing it for music. Like people put some respect on the DMV music scene. Like I'm sure like more than anywhere else I know of right now, the DMV is going up with the music. Like let's say what Nino Bay, Slime Get 'em, Young Threat, Have Emotion, Jay Chino, all these people like especially on TikTok. That's what's running TikTok like DMV music. So yeah, when it comes to fashion, streaming, all this, like we're getting there. Like we're definitely getting there.
And I feel like I was just
getting
talking
that
about it too.
recognition.
Yeah, but we
Thanks.
really have like I feel like Atlanta, New York, and the DMV. Those are the places that's really those are where empires can honestly be built from. New York got so many different people in that zone. They
Right.
built their own empire. Atlanta got their own empire. For the DMV, we have so much talent. We have so much we can offer. We got comedians. We got artists. We have musicians. We got people who make clothes. We got so much. So it's like it starts with us. That's why I said we gotta get over that champ mindset and that dick riding mindset. If we can remove ourselves from thinking that, yeah, bro, because it's like we removed ourselves from having that mindset, we will literally have such a solid structure where it's like, oh nah, Mogul did that joint with Observant. That's hard. Oh, Mogul did that joint with Saints. Oh, that's hard. Like if we really just start running that joint, running that, everybody there will be no divide. Like nobody can divide us. Nobody can really put us against each other because we all know we got each other. We have potential. We just have to make a name for ourselves and put ourselves up there. That's really what we need to do. What's it called?
100%.
Yeah, bro, most definitely. Like, I don't know. I feel like one thing is though, it starts here. Right here, especially with y'all two, it starts here. Y'all are two people who I feel like right now, y'all, every time y'all post, every time y'all got something going on, y'all be keeping the traction. Like especially for my PG man from Maryland, from what I'm seeing, y'all getting the traction. So, I feel like niggas just gotta keep running it, keep supporting. All we can do is go up from this point. Like y'all gotta realize this was real. This was real random. I'm saying I called him up. I'm like, yo, y'all trying to hop on the stream? Y'all trying to work together? It was down. We all made it happen, and that's what we need more. We need more people to just be down to do stuff, be down to stream together, be down to be together and just work together and help each other grow. Like there's so much that we can benefit from each other, and it's like, and the whole kill is, y'all. The whole kill is the DMV is so big but small at the same time. So many people know the same people, and if we just get together, everybody will really be connected, and we can grow so much more. So like, I feel like that's something we definitely need to try to push. Even if you in this joint, you seeing this clip, you seeing whatever it may be, y'all got to make sure you trying to get that push for us. We are heavy on the come up right now, music wise, fashion wise. We need everybody to real hop on that wave with us. We all want to eat, so we all might as well eat together. Yeah. What's it called?
Thanks.
Fall's coming up, winter's coming up. For my two brand owners, what's planned for this fall winter season? Let us know.
So I do got some fall drip coming soon. If y'all go on Observant.apparel, you're gonna see that I got a little highlight. It's called Fall 2024. Y'all can see that. But I do got some pieces. I got like this long sleeve. It's gonna be part of the collection. It's like a little long sleeve. I got like 3 different colorways. It's gonna be in a white colorway too. So, and I got like a black and pink one and a navy one. So, like I said, and I got another set coming, like a hoodie and some sweatpants. So if y'all want to go look at that, Observant.apparel on the gram. You can see the little highlight. Fall 24. Click on that. You can see all the new drip that's about to come out. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. For the meantime.
What about you, my boy Judah? What you got going on for Mogul?
Yeah, no, I should definitely check that out. That new Observant go crazy.
I appreciate that. Yeah. You good? By the end of the year off with a bang, Brad. Got you.
That's too, bro. It's fourth quarter.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm just go ahead and show y'all what Mogul got in store. Again, my brand is at mogul.forever. I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all one puffer coat that I have dropping as soon as this right here. It's gonna have a detachable hoodie, a detachable fur hoodie. Can y'all see it?
I'm trying to put it up right now.
Can y'all see that?
Nah.
Yeah, I see it.
Bollocks.
I got you pulling it up.
Oh yeah.
You saw it or not?
I was seeing it, but it showed me that you.
Well, it was a puffer coat that I have, but otherwise, I got this hoodie dropping as well. It's a full zip. It's like it's another take on the viral full zips. It has like a gradient fade, and it has like rhinestones on the inside of it. It's like awesome, like what I mean, galaxy stars type joint. And you see they got the sleeves. It fades to the green, and in the back, like the mess like that. Oh shit.
The rhinestones got like hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That's right.
The rhinestones got like this rhinestones.
It's like glistening. It's like glistening.
Yeah, and like this is on the inside. It's kind of subtle too. Like what I mean. It's not just crazy. It's just yeah. I just like an interactive piece that is like wow, like wow. Yeah, it's that I got a bunch of stuff coming too, like that hasn't touched down yet, but it's coming. I just say follow Mogul.forever. Join our SMS list to be notified with new drops and all.
Most definitely, y'all. They one thing I know for certain, they're always posting. They're always keeping us posted when they're working on something new. I know Daniel. I know I saw some of your sweatsuits. I copped the sweatsuit myself, yo. I got this joint with the pants.
Yeah, they got that drip.
Oh, Daniel, you know what I did? So what I did with the pants were right. I like that because I like the cuff, but I wanted them open bottom. So I cut the little elastic out, and I made them like straight bottom.
Yeah.
That joint is hard. Keep that. Hey, look, if you want to do something, do that joint.
The new one. Mm-hmm. The new one is gonna have like the straight bottoms. Like it's gonna have the straight bottoms. It's gonna be you gonna get that oversized fit. You know what I'm saying? Like the little Hellstar. Yeah, I know y'all like Hellstar. So yeah, it's gonna have that little baggy fit and shit.
I know people like hated the cuff so much, bro. Until like I like until having a brand like and everybody's like, yo, you ever gonna make sure don't cut? Like, dang. All right, yeah.
I think one thing, like I don't know what it was, like I think as you just get older, there's certain trends that we just kind of grow out of. The cuffs was cool and like middle school, high school, it was cool. But as you get older, it's like you trying to get that baggy feeling. I was just talking about it on my stream the other day. If you haven't tuned in, it's on my YouTube right now, so tap in. But what's it called? I was talking about how like we've moved on from like skinny jeans and tight pants, and that's just how trends work. We're always going to just revert back. Like eventually, we're gonna go right back to skinny jeans, but that's just not the trend right now. The trend right now is big pants. Like my dad was just talking to me about it because we went out and he was like, "I have some flared pants on." He was like, "Since when are you rocking flared pants?" I'm like, "It's just what the fashion is right now. That's just how it goes." He's like, "If y'all were to wear flared pants back a couple years ago, it would be dead." And I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly how that trend worked. Like certain people like certain things at certain times, and that's just with new generations, new things are gonna start clicking. So we just got to really just adapting to it. That's what it is. All adapting to the new trends. What's it called? Judah, you have a lot of like you have a lot of like I won't say like not personalized, but you have a lot of like collaboration. Like you have the Zan collab, you have the Cash Dami collab, and you have the Cash Talk collab. From my understanding, those are the main ones that I remember seeing for real. Which one of those like collaborations was your favorite? And on a personal note, do you still have some of them Hey Shoot jackets? Because I'm trying to buy me one.
Yes, sir, I do. So yeah, I do got the shoe baby joints. I'm just, I'm not selling them right now. Just cause, I want it to be like, okay, you got it while you could get it. So later I might, restock it again, but for now they're off. But yeah, the favorite collab I did definitely so far. I mean, currently I have to say like the last one I did with Cash Talk, I love that. Like it was just awesome. And it was awesome. It was like the way we executed it and planned it and came together and designed, I just loved it. And then like we found a winning product. But it has to be the Zaman, like has been the most beneficial and like grandest collaboration because that's someone that I used to listen to ever since I was younger. His collaboration definitely brought a lot of exposure to my brand. Thing I love about Zan is like he doesn't care to do a bunch of collab posts like on his main page. So like I would just post a joint, do a collab. Everything I put out was nice. So I'd make a nice graphic, put it out. He'd do a collab post, he'd get mad likes, drop that joint. I was originally selling them for $222 at SneakerCon. That's where I first ever sold them, and like 3 people bought them at that price, including the CEO of Lids. And like that's how I met him, made that connection. And then when we not put the price down to 111 and like dropped it for the public, like the order started flowing in. And then like, me and Zan made bands together. So that was a really nice moment in my life, bro. Like, like working together with a rapper that I liked and we can get money together.
Most definitely.
Inspirational.
No, for real. I definitely Zan. Like when I saw the collab with Zan, I remember I was like, dang, like this is what we need to see more of. We need to see artists working with the clothing brand. We need to see more of this. Like I feel like that shows the push we had because I remember when you dropped that, I remember it was everywhere. I remember I was seeing it everywhere from Zan's page. I was going outside seeing people repost it. I'm getting people asking me if I'm about to buy it. I remember I was talking to my brother. I'm like, I'm thinking about go buy this hoodie. I was like, it was hard and like I feel like one thing you definitely did very well was you capitalized off of the full zip. When the full zip became a trend, you grabbed it and you really honed it. And I feel like that's something so great you did. Because now when people think full zip, I know for myself, especially here, bro, like when people say full zip, I know my head go to Mogul. I'm like, oh yeah, like that Mogul full zip, that's your heart. Or like I told you earlier, like I told you I started stepping in the schools and I see elementary school kids rocking Mogul. Or I work at Skies, I'm a manager, so I see the kids who come in rocking Mogul, and I'm really like, yo, like I'm telling the kids like, oh yeah, Judy, I know Judy, oh shit, look, woo, woo. I'm showing them and they're geeking. You can see the excitement with the kids. Like the kids love that fashion. You definitely got a hold of it with the social media and everything. So, bro, you're doing your big ones, man. For real, for real. You're doing great. I ain't gonna lie.
I agree.
And Daniel, how was it like? You know
Wow,
what I'm saying?
man.
Your first drop. Like, I feel like you started your brand off, and I know you were building it up and whatnot. You were working to like get it up. And I know when you dropped, your shirts, it was cool. Then I saw you drop your hoodies, and the moment you dropped these jumps, I was quick to try to get that jump. So how was it like that process of like building up and dropping the shirt, then hoodies and sweatpants and whatnot?
So I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started it, now I'm not gonna fake. When I first came out with the shirts, bro, I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I think like shit, like I'm probably gonna sell out. But that's when I'm gonna fake. Like I kind of got discouraged, but I stuck to it. I stuck to it and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna just, hey, this drop didn't work out. I'm probably gonna move on to my next drop. If that drop doesn't work out, I'm gonna just keep pushing out clothes. But I'll say everything did work out in God's favor. I got a lot of shirt sold, and then that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, let me start capitalizing on the sweatsuits. And turns out people really like the sweatsuits, so just did that.
Would y'all say?
One thing I did notice is like, when I was going through your page looking for the picture. Oh my bad.
No, go ahead.
You were saying something?
No.
Okay. But yeah, one thing I noticed, like I was going to your brand page looking for this picture of you. And like I was, looking through the tag and whatnot. And like I seen this one influencer, he had like mad followers. He had like an OD viral video, like I think like, over a whole million views, wearing a sweatsuit. Like the pinned comment is Observant Apparel got like 500 something likes. I'm like, yeah, that's tough because that's what it's all about. That influencer marketing that really gets your brand out there. So like stuff like that, you're definitely doing the right things. And like I see like with your brand, like I see it as like one of like the hot brands, like let's say like the J Chino brands, you know what I mean? Like one of them coming up like hot now. So like I feel like you got the ball in your hands for sure. It's like shit, me too. We got it in our hands right now. Like we just gotta make the right moves right now. And like we going up.
What?
Most
Not
definitely.
for real.
Yes, sir.
Man, for sure.
I feel like I feel like one thing I feel like y'all are doing a great job on is like capitalizing, like using your traction, seeing what hit, and y'all grab that and really just help that boost y'all brands. Like I know Daniel, you went to the
Right.
I think I saw you went to I think it was an open house or a talent show, and you got a chance to really show
Mm.
your brand to like so I think KP was up there and some other influencers were up there. You having that ability to go show your brand to those people, it shows up. For Judah, you got, I know you got like TikTok, you got IG, like real luck now. Like I think just today as I'm posting, I think I saw like a ad for your mentorship, and I was just like, bro, like this is what, like this is how you get it. This is how you really stay in the forefront. This is how you stay in people's eyes. Like you gotta stay popping. Like it's like for you to grow, you have to stay popping. You have to stay in the eyes of the people. That's the only way you're gonna get real noticed and whatnot. You feel me? Like, so like, I feel like y'all definitely are doing like a very, 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 very good job in doing that. And I don't know. The only thing I can tell y'all is just like just keep going, like keep going. Because I'm seeing the progression. I'm seeing how far y'all are going. I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing how y'all, I can see y'all drive for it, you feel me? And that drive is everything. The way y'all go ahead forward, move forward, and try to push through that drive means everything. What's it called? Are there any particular like items of clothing that you guys really want to work on, like specifically for y'all selves as y'all going into this new quarter and whatnot?
You said, is there anything I want to work on?
Yeah, anything specific for like this new quarter or going into the new year that you want to like real work on?
Yeah, definitely. I'll say like more like, because right now I'm definitely not where I want to be at, but I'm gonna continue working. But I want to start like actually posting more content about my brand and stuff like that and marketing, just to get myself more out there, you know, because I feel like I got to do that. It's a must. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to work on. Just trying to get myself more out there, post content about my brand and all that.
What about you, my boy?
So like some articles of clothing I really want to work on. Right?
Yeah. Is
that what you asked?
Yeah.
You lagging?
Yeah, I don't lag.
Hello?
Yeah. That's some
All
articles
right,
of clothing.
Dang, this is annoying. What'd you say? Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, bet.
Alexa, pause.
But yeah, some articles of clothing I want to work on is like, show it right here. Yeah, I just really want a good puffer out. Like, the Cash Dami puffer, like that was cool for sure. But like, I definitely want to get like a full Mogul puffer out. And yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Like, hopefully it'll show right here. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. I almost gave him the full job, but I don't care. Yeah, this puffer right here.
That's hard. Is that
this one's in the works?
That's hard.
It's gonna have like a detachable fur hoodie. So like, yeah, it's like a detachable fur hoodie. It's gonna be like goose material. Got that hoodie coming. He's like some sweatsuits I got coming up.
That's what I'm gonna need.
They're gonna have like rhinestones like studded into them.
That's sweet. Like
of the same matching color. And it's like definitely somewhat Denim Tears inspired. It's just random stuff right here.
And then what's it called? So would you say like, what would you say is?
But yeah, I'm definitely most excited for the puffer.
What would you say is like your favorite thing to like when it comes to designing? What would you say is your favorite part of designing? So like you, I feel like for one thing about your brand is you're not afraid to use colors. You're not afraid to use different things that will stand out and will make people be like, oh wow, like look at this. So like, what would you say is a very important part in your design process?
I just say like just the part where I feel like when I get to the point where it's like, okay, like nothing more needs to be added because this is just it. Like whenever you you have a banger, like you just know, like you just get that feeling like, oh yeah, this is it. Like just feeling that feeling, like we got one. Like when I made the full zips, like I definitely had that feeling like, oh yeah, this is it. And the rest is history. But yeah, it's just like, that's what we're trying to narrow. Like not every PC design is gonna be good. Like I have a lot of things that I design, I'm just like, it just wasn't really hitting that day. But it's just the more you do, like let's say, bro, if you make 10 different designs, at least 3 of them are gonna be good. I mean, realistically, like probably 8, but you just it's something you get better at with practice. And you definitely it's good to get feedback from friends and customers and see what they like. And also, stay true to what looks good. And if you have a good feeling about it, sometimes other people won't believe it. But you just gotta stay true to your vision and execute.
Most definitely. Daniel, what about yourself? When it came for you to design the Observant, like I think is it on this? Yeah. So like, what made you go for like this look on the back and whatnot, and like your overall branding? Like when it came to designing, what was your design process?
You said when it came to designing, what happened?
When it came to designing, what was your design process? Like what was like your mindset as you were designing your clothes or designing this jacket specifically and whatnot?
The zip up. So I'm not gonna lie. We grab the zip up. So I'm like, bro, I gotta go embroidery printing. You know what I mean? And just the different eyes, like the colorful eye. If y'all go on the brand, the IG page, like this is the model of the brand. This is the observant eye. You know what I mean? So I just started adding different eyes. I'm like, yo, like this actually cracks. You know, I fuck with this. You know what I mean? So definitely designing, bro. I like designing. Like designing is my favorite part, hands down. So yeah, I definitely would show a couple friends and see how their mind is on it and stuff like that. But then, like Judah said, I stay true to your vision, cause yeah, for sure.
And then what's it called?
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh yeah, also, bro,
Good.
you said go ahead. Like my brother, my brother's first of all, my brother got one of your shirts, and then my other brother would be wearing my shirt, my observant shirt. So you know what I mean. He be putting it on, repping that for you
Yes,
know.
sir.
What's it called? When it came to I feel like what's
You
it
can't even
called?
see.
Do y'all think that do y'all think that it does get like let me not say does it because I know it does, but what would you say is a good advice for somebody who is doing clothing or trying to get into making a brand but is feeling discouraged?
Some good
You go.
advice
Yeah.
to starting a clothing brand.
No, just for someone who might want to start a clothing brand or just a brand in general, but like they're feeling discouraged or they're feeling
Okay,
like it won't pick up as much.
I say if you have a vision, stick to that vision. Don't let people tell you. Don't let people discourage you. Don't let people crush your dreams. You never know what can happen. You know that's what I always tell people. You never know what can happen. Take the risk because it could really work out in your favor. If you just believe, as long as you believe in it, you pray on it, you trust God, bro. It's going everything. It has to work. So like I said, it's gonna be some people that tell you, oh, like they're gonna try to bring you down, but I say just use that as motivation and just perfect your craft with everything. If you want to start a business, a clothing brand, if you want to do YouTube, you want to start content, just do it. I say just do it, start it, because you're gonna have haters. So
Yeah, so I say straight up, you're gonna die one day, and you don't know when that day is. So if you have something that you wanted to do, just imagine in your head being about to die and like, dang, I never did that thing I wanted to do. Imagine that. Imagine how much regret you feel. You'll never be able to fix that. So I say, don't waste no more time. Just do that now because you never know. Like you never know. Like you never know. Also, like just follow all your dreams. Like do everything you want to do because you really need to like I don't know, go on a rooftop somewhere. Like look around and then look at how vast the world is. Like how small we are. Like we're all like literally like grains of sand on the planet. Like there's so many people. Like it's just we're so insignificant, we're so small. So like you better make as much impact as you can in your small, tiny blip existence. You know what I mean? Like you like it's just like why would you not like take things as far as they could go? Like there's trillions of dollars in the world. You can get a lot of that if you just ask for it. If you just think bigger, like don't limit your thinking. Like just just do what you can. Like don't live a mediocre life. Like why would you do that? You only have a couple decades. Why would you live a mediocre life? So yeah, just tell yourself like you're gonna have a family one day too. Like you want to be able to provide them the best life as possible too. You don't want to have to struggle. You want to just prosper. You want to be successful. So yeah, that like you know what I mean. Just make the most of your life.
One thing I'll add, I feel like especially for like I'll speak on streaming aspect and whatnot, or like just like content creation in general, or like just anything, bro. Like don't focus too much on the numbers. Put your all into what you want to do, and you will see like if you're putting in your all, you're putting in your best work, you're going to receive that recognition. Like I know like when it came to my streams, like I'll be posting my TikTok clips and IG reels. Some of my reels probably got maxed 20 views, but I have some TikToks that I posted in the first minute I posted that TikTok, it saw 200 views. So obviously I'm knowing if I'm consistent, if I keep pushing, if I keep doing it, it's going to reach something. So I would say don't focus on the numbers, don't focus on trying to blow up immediately, because a lot of the time you will never blow up immediately. Like that's just not how it is. You got to put in that work. You got to show the world why they should support your brand. You got to show the world why they should support you. They got to see your work ethic. You can't expect to post 1-2 times and then be the top dog. That's not how that shit works. For some people, that is how it works. But you gotta realize you're not. That's such a very small bit of people who have that luck and blew up off that one chance. Look at if you want to look at real people. Look at Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat was on Facebook before he hopped on TikTok, and he was making videos on Facebook as a kid before he blew up. Look at everybody around. Like look at everybody around. For Judah has been working hard. For Daniel's been working hard. They've all been working hard to get their brands to where they're at right now, and they're still growing. They're still climbing. They're still going up there. And it's like for them, if they focus on the numbers and focus on being upset that they're not blowing up and they're not the number one, they will never reach number one. You can't worry about You can't worry about who's number one when you're trying to be number one. So you got to see yourself as number one and just push to be there, because then you will eventually get there. But I see myself. Y'all got to realize like,
yeah,
don't be cocky enough, but like Like I think I'm the hardest artist out there. I think I'm the hardest streamer out there. I think I'm cool in everything I do, and that's for myself. So I can put in that best effort, so that I can put out the best music. I can put out the best streams. I can make sure I give the best to y'all, so that I can get there. If it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be for the next year. But if I'm consistent, I'm gonna get there. Damn, you were saying something?
And yeah, don't compare yourself to other people because comparison is a thief of joy. Like, don't compare yourself. Stay in your own lane. I promise you, everything will work out. If you just stay focused, don't go thinking about, oh dang, this person doing that. Not like just stay in your own lane. I promise you, everything gonna work out. Keep grinding.
Yeah, for sure. That's honestly something like even I struggle with sometimes because like I'll see like, my peers in this, clothing brand game and I'm thinking like, dang, like they going up. Like I wish I could, get that. I wish I could, be living how some people are living. But that's just part of being ambitious. Like that's just gonna happen when you're on social media. Sometimes I want to get off social media so, I could just be clear, but business and whatnot. But it's good to just don't let it steal your joy. Like let it motivate you. Like definitely give other people their props. I'm always proud of people when I see them winning and like it inspires me. Like let it inspire you. Don't let it make you feel like you're behind. Just let it show you that it's possible because I have a lot of friends like people like Young Manny, people like that I've just like known personally and I've seen them like take it all the way up and like with like this whole like grind, anything that like music, streaming, content, clothing brand, like it tends to look like this. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a long, slow grind, but when it does pay off, it'll pay off for real. In my case, to be honest, with the clothing brand grind, it was a little bit like that, but I definitely blew up a little bit early. But the only thing about that is like it even says in the Bible, like an inheritance gained too soon can be a curse because when you get like too much success too fast, sometimes you don't know how to handle it, you don't know how to deal with it, you don't know how to take care of it properly. Like you get too much money, you don't have the right financial habits. So it's definitely important to learn everything, learn from your mistakes, be mature, like be smart financially. A lot of people will get their start getting money at first and blow it all, and that's just how it goes because they're not used to having that type of means. So yeah, you just gotta stay humble, live below your means, always reinvest back into your business. Um, yeah, just realize that it could all go away at an instant. So you gotta just be careful with everything.
And heavy on not only reinvest into your business, but invest into yourself. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people don't give themselves as much credit as they need to. Treat yourself. I'm not sitting here saying go blow your money, but you're working hard for something. You're treat yourself. You deserve it. Like let me tell you now, if nobody's telling you, you deserve it. Like if you're working hard, if you're doing everything you need to do, you're really trying to get to that point. You can treat yourself nice. We're not telling you not to, but do it in moderation. Too much is not good. So don't sit here and try go be flashy for other people. Like don't try go get you the most like the fanciest car because at the end of the day you're showing that off for who? Like that joke's just gonna be a bigger expense for you. Like it's go get yourself something that sustains for you. You can still choose. You can go get you a nice car still. It don't gotta be a fucking G wagon. It don't gotta be a Ferrari. You can get you a Nissan, a cool little Nissan Maxima, and still cool it. Like and that's treating yourself as well. It's you and stay humble. Heavy on stay humble. Don't try to prove you got all of this all of this. No, it's cool. Like you don't have to do all that. The more humble you stay, the better things will be for you. Like and I mean, more people around you, the more humble you are, the more people want to actually be around you. People do not like cocky people. People do not like people who throw themselves out there all the time. You can still be out. You can still be yourself. You can still push yourself without trying to brag and push yourself too much. If that makes sense. Like there are certain things y'all just gotta watch and be very mindful of, and especially when it comes to and like this entrepreneurship and trying to be your own boss. You have to be very mindful of yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to understand how to go about certain things and learn people. You can't try to give a service if you don't understand who you're servicing. If you can't understand people, you're not gonna understand what they're going to want. Like you have to pick up on those little cues. For example, like Daniel talked about how he saw with the zip ups and the zip ups and the sweatpants and the suit as a whole. He saw people actually like that. So what is he gonna do further? He's going to capitalize off that. Judah knows people love the rhinestones. People love the full zips. He's not just gonna drop that one day because he knows that's the thing that's gonna keep people going. You gotta follow the trends. You gotta catch on to those things, y'all. So those are very important ways for y'all to catch on to those brands and grow yourself. Like understand your market. Understanding your market is very important. Understanding your market is very, very important.
Yeah, no, for sure. You definitely got to, understand your market so you can supply the demand because if you're, putting out something that no one's asking for, you can't be surprised when you don't get sales. You got to like you do market research and see what's in demand and, provide that.
And definitely I want to say quality over quantity, bro. Like one thing I can definitely say
Yeah.
is quality means everything. People aren't going to go for something that has no quality. Like if you look at Mogul for example, Mogul has quality. If you look at Observant, this the embroidery is nice on the jump. It's the quality of it. I can go and tell somebody, yo, um, you like my hoodie? Go look it out. People are gonna peep it. I've worn the jacket out and people be like, oh, I like the jacket. That's my chance right there to tell them. It's not if the jacket was lackluster, if the beanie was lackluster, people are not going to look for it because they worked on the quality. People are going to appreciate it and want to indulge in it themselves. So make sure y'all are focused on quality more than quantity. Don't try to buy a bunch of stock, but it's all bunk. No, be very punctual. Work it to a T to make sure your quality is there. You don't want to have a bunch of clothes, but nobody want to wear those clothes because that's a waste. That's a waste, man.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be just concerned with just making a quick sale. Like you want it to be that the person that buys from you, like they'll be looking at it like, dang, I really like this. Like I want to buy from them again because like the swag of it, that's what gets you to sell. Like the quality is what gets you like a returning customer. So yeah,
sure.
Most definitely. I feel like I asked majority of the questions I had.